Yep. Most of you are going to fuck up your 20s. I see it. Unless you listen to me very, very carefully, you're going to fuck your 20s up. This is why I'm here making this video so I can help you, right? If you truly understand the amount of time we have as humans is finite, and you start to recollect everything you do with your time, you start to track it. Start to track your hours, track your minutes, your seconds, and start to track your days. And then the days start to compound to months, and months start to compound to years. I just had a conversation yesterday or this morning, and I walked in and I said, just last week it was my birthday. I said, no way it was a week. This is how fast time is going. The days are just rinsing and repeating, and most of you are wasting your 20s doing TikTok, wasting your 20s doing Twitter, doom scrolling, besides building the life that you want. And you need to truly question inside of your mind, is that the life you want to live? Is it better to wake up with regret when you're 40? Regret that you wasted all this time? Or do you want to go to the pain and the hardship now? I would argue feeling that regret is worse. Yeah, you may go to some pain and hardship now trying to get where you want to go. Perhaps that may be true, but at least in the long run, it paid off. At least you sacrificed 5 years, 5 years for 50 years of living the life that you want. Some people do it totally backwards. They want to live a life of not trying. So they live 50 years of regret rather than 5 years of trying and dedication. And truly, the internet is so accessible now that everybody can get rich. Everybody can make money. Everybody can get influence. There used to be no time like this in history, besides in chaos, where people had it this easy. We we couldn't make this amount of money or have this level of influence ever in history. Think back. In history, there was always kings and there was always slaves and peasants. Kings, slaves, and peasants. And if you wasn't born a king and born into a lineage, there was no possible way for you to become a king and have that level of influence and wealth. Or you live like a peasant, or you were a slave for the kings, or you were a slave for the people who were in charge, or you live like a peasant, you were eating peasants' food. So that's how it always been. But now we have the opportunity to use the internet, and some of you are not even using it. Some of you are just scrolling rather than trying to use that time and energy to create content. Why? You need to question, what the fuck are you doing with your time? Your time is finite. You only have a certain amount of human seconds. Why do you keep wasting it? You're doing things you're not even going to recollect in a few years. And I can tell you how very good my memory has got, because I started to recollect and write down everything that I do per day. I can look back. I have a big calendar sheet. I can look back to exactly what I was doing on April 1st. Working, training, making money. It's Sunday. Are you training? Are you making money? What are you doing? This is how you need to spend your 20s. You need to spend your 20s getting strong. I just made a video on this. Getting strong, getting powerful, and getting rich. That's how you need to spend your waking hours in your 20s. Forget the doom scrolling, forget chasing some garbage bitch, forget chasing the bitch that's not texting you back, forget the bitch that just left you, forget all of them. Forget all of them. You need to lock in. That's all it takes is a few years of locking in. If you truly cut the distractions and the noise, I guarantee you, you can win. There's no possible way, because the way how God in the universe works, He rewards you. It rewards effort. Raw effort solves. So if you just put out effort, if you go outside and you want it to rain, what did you do when you were a kid? Rain dance. You need to start rain dancing. You need to sit and start to make content. Spend all of your waking hours producing, garnering attention. And I even said this as well. I said, even your online presence can help you get jobs. You don't always, a lot of people are not oriented towards online anymore. But I would argue that an online resume, if you have a big catalog, if you talk and make all these talking videos on Instagram or all these different social platforms, and you start to post it, you can use that as your resume and go into the job and show them, look, this is the amount of influence I gained in this certain interest in this certain niche of this job. And they'll be like, oh, he has some credibility, he has some credentials. See, now we're starting to move in a world where we can get credentials online. This is what I'm talking about online, because there only used to be one route. There only used to be one way. Notice how I talked about how it was kings, slaves, and peasants. Then after that, it transitioned to the way of the route out was go to school, get a good job, go to school, go to college, get your degree, get a good job. That was the route of getting credentials. That's how you became credible. You could become credible that way. Now you have a degree. You can walk into that job place and say, here, look, it's my degree for this job, and boom. That used to be the way out. Now the way out is online. There's so many different vast opportunities. Each algorithm is designed not to suppress you, but to push you. Each algorithm is designed to help you. It's to push you and promote you. All you have to do is start to get on here and talk. All you have to do is start to get on here and talk. And most people have all these problems they have in their life and don't understand. Oh, I don't have anybody to talk. Yes, you do. You can start to talk online. Hundreds of people will gather around you. Just give it some time. If you dedicate yourself for at least 5 years, 5 years of just posting constant straight every day, and even a year, even 6 months, a lot can change. I'm just saying 5 years to give you some leeway. But you need to understand that we're living in a world full of opportunity. If you can recognize it, if you could focus your brain for genuinely this amount of time to actually try to build the life that you want, use your 20s to build the life that you want. And the easiest way to do that is social media. Everybody's making money. I do, like, there's never been a time in history besides the gold rush. But this is why I say it's no time easier than now. Because back in the gold rush, they had to go out to some far-flung land and dig inside the ground and walk across different animals and all these different animals in the desert and all this different stuff, and had to dig in the ground for hours and hours just to find gold, for a chance at gold. They're walking miles and miles and miles just to find gold in the ground. You mean to tell me you have gold sitting right in front of you and you're not even digging the dirt? You don't even have to dig that deep. It's 1 centimeter. You can't dig 1 centimeter to get the gold out of the ground? What do you deserve to lose? Don't make your 20s a fuck up. Don't make your 20s a fuck up to you where you wake up and you're 40 and you wondering where it all went wrong. At least you can sit and say, when you're 40, you can sit and say, well, I tried. I did exactly what Preem told me to do. I tried. I may not have the results that I want, but I will continue going. But if you that is the route. If you try, but if you try at 40, you won't even, that wouldn't even happen, because persistence and brutal stubbornness always guarantees results. The only people who do not get what they want in life is those who give up and do not try. Every time. I've seen kids get what they want for Christmas when they truly wanted it inside their heart. Some way, some shape or form, the parent figured out how to get it. I've seen myself pull off miracles. I've seen God give me miracles, bless me out of nowhere. Same way can happen to you. If you truly want something, you will take the necessary action for it. Use your waking hours not to sit around smoking weed all day, watching Sunday football, and doing all this garbage. No, leave that to your birthday. Leave that to Christmas. Even then, I still be working. But still, leave that to the special holidays. Leave that. Maybe enjoy yourself every holiday or something. Because at this time, all of your waking hours needs to go towards something that is beneficial. Even if you're watching content like this. But if you're watching content like this, you should be creating this type of content as well. Do you understand? So when you're doing this, wasting your time, I just say don't waste your time because informative content will actually help you. It helped me. I would never got to this point if I wasn't consuming a bunch of content about skills and power and reading books and getting knowledge. Now that's different. That's different. That is needed. A season of that is needed, but not just mindlessly and you never taking action. That's different. So you need to understand that you need to spend your waking hours creating something, whatever that may be. But you need to get online now. The portal is closing. Most of you are going to miss it. Some of you do not even see that there's gold sitting in front of your face, and you just can't perceive it. Like, what are you doing? Stop wasting your time chasing that bitch, texting that bitch, and she obviously is not texting you back. She's obviously not texting you back. She's ignoring you for a purpose. If that don't tell you to get rich, if that don't tell you to get rich, strong, and powerful, what is it telling you to do then? Bad things keep happening to you to remind you how much of a fuck up you are. You need to sit down. You need to write down all of your lessons. You need to internalize, God, what are you trying to show me? Oh, I need to get big, strong, and powerful and rich. That's the only way to stop being a fuck up today. And that's the only way, and the only way out of not fucking up your 20s, because most of you are leading down the path of hedonism. It is not even truly about these things. Most of you just don't even know how to control your own brain. It's not even about liquor. It's not even about weed and all these different things. I've seen some people who's highly effective on it, but I've seen some people who's not. It truly comes down to the person. Most of you have a weak brain. You need to strengthen your mind. You need to strengthen your body. And once you do that, money becomes easier to make because now you have all of the lessons and then you have all of the lessons you needed to learn. You know how to internalize pain and use it as fuel. So you need to spend your waking hours doing what? Training, push-ups, sit-ups, all of it. Oh, but I don't have a gym. Shut the fuck up. You got push-ups now, sit-ups. You got all of it. Push-ups, sit-ups, cardio, you can jumping jacks. So I don't want to hear you don't have a gym. I got big and strong without a gym. I was in a fighting gym for a while, but I got big and strong before I even went to the fighting gym. So that, boom. Second, powerful. You need to work on your mind, your mindset. You need to learn how to think powerfully. You learn how to think powerful by telling yourself powerful things and going through things which will make you powerful. Training will make you more powerful. Fasting will make you more powerful. You start to overcome your impulses, right? And not only that, that's your aspect, but also powerful in an influential way. That's why I said get online. This ties into getting rich. Getting rich online. As you become more stronger, as you become more powerful, that becomes credibility. And once you start to learn how to influence people by speaking, now you get rich. You have to put yourself out there for your universe to grab along something. You have to put yourself out there so the universe can grab onto something and say, you know what, let's give it to him. Do not waste your 20s being a fuck up because you're going to regret it on your deathbed. At least we can all sit around and say, we tried. Some people are not even trying towards the life that they want. They know they're not, and they know they're not trying. Some of you thought this was going to be a soft message. No. If you like hard messages like this, where I call out the bullshit, you need to follow. You need to subscribe. You need to comment. All of it. Let me know. Comment the word harsh. If you like these harsh messages where I call out the bullshit, because I'm going to tell you why I call out the bullshit sometimes. Because we get too comfortable. Life becomes too easy when everything is going right. When everything is going right, you're having the money you want to have, the cars is working, everything's going right, the women is loving you, the girl you wanted texting back, you have a bunch of food in the fridge, your bank account is full, Everything, you have a bunch of friends, everything is going right. You start to get complacent. Now your physique is failing. Now your physique is failing. Now the business is going down a little bit. Now you're not working as hard. Now you're slacking off. That's why we need these wake up calls, these shake ups. Stop the doom scrolling. Get very serious about your life for the next few years. Get very, very serious. I want you to take all of your time to get knowledge. That's the number one thing, because we have to learn about something, but a lot of you know something which other people don't know. You just don't see it as valuable. I told somebody else this before too. I thought my information, I'm gonna give you an example. I thought the information I knew when I first started on this journey, just a long time ago, in the Brokey days. When I first started this journey, I was learning a bunch of things, but I thought it was nothing. I thought it was nothing because the people around me, even though they weren't even on the same mission, the people around me just treating it like it's normal. I go to somewhere totally different. Everybody in the room was appalled as I started to speak. They, oh my, they was like genuinely appalled. They was like, oh my, and they start clapping and everything. Literally start clapping. And I was like, that gave me a confirmation. Okay, well, the things I do know is different to different people. So that's what the internet does. It will send it out to people who understand the information of which you understand. You just need to get on here and talk. Do not waste your 20s. I'm telling you exactly what to do. Wake up and train, get big, study so you can get more influence and power, and get online so you can get more, so you can get rich. Online will get you rich. The amount of influence, the amount of people you will meet, you'll probably meet somebody. You'll probably meet me. We'll probably meet up and end up on a yacht or something in the future. You never know. So this is what I'm saying. And join the free Telegram, t.me/Preem Operations. You never know where we'll be in the future. We may run into each other. You just go, Preem, you told me to start working in my 20s and I did it. And I'm going to say, where's my fucking Ferrari? I'm going to sit and say, I'm a you need to bring me my Ferrari keys. If I help you out and I told you to do this and you got rich and you did all this and that, you owe me a Ferrari. Thank you. You know where to find me. Link is in the description.